Hello again, Doc on the clock with more Mega Good Mega Man level contest 2. And it's time for the arcade. And first up, in 50th place for Parmesan. Holy crap, Mega Man can air slide? Well, he can on this stage. Unfortunately, it was Droopy's least favorite. Yes, this is the highest ranked least favorite stage in the game. I think Droopy will have his own reasons which he'll go into. I think putting this as a least favorite is kind of stretching it. The stage does have a couple of issues, but it's not that bad. And yes, Mega Man can air slide. How on earth was this accomplished? Apparently by putting an invisible object under Mega Man that he can slide on. Also, do that, because that's going to be a lot easier to do than trying to aim yourself. The first time I did this, I did try to aim myself. It took a while. I didn't get it, but it wasn't really an accomplishment. So the air slide's pretty responsive, actually. It feels pretty good, to be perfectly honest. There is, however, one little quirk about it, which will make this stage a little bit more difficult. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, though. Anyways, the rest of the stage itself is, it mostly tries to make use of air sliding while also trying to use generally weaker enemies to kind of get your way. And I just failed that very badly. Wow! Nicely done, Doc. I've never messed up with that spot before. I did some playtesting of this during the last round of playtesting, so I have a reasonable familiarity with the stage. Maybe a little bit. Which means I may be going through it a little bit more quickly than I should. Honestly, I could probably just do this. Except for these. But yeah, mostly very weak enemies that are there, just be kind of in the way. Okay, now let's do this correctly. Order of operations. This is only a bonus, so it's not really going to matter that much. Which makes me wonder why there's even 2 arrows there. I think that should have just been like a, well, maybe the down arrow is okay, because you don't know that necessarily that's a pit. But that's something that could be figured out. Jump. Okay, that's supposed to tell you something. It's not very clear. But, so this is the quirk I was talking about, and this is going to make things a little bit dicier in some places. We have an air slide. We also have a jump out of the air slide. Now, let me make this perfectly clear. It's not a double jump. You cannot air slide, then start falling, and then jump again. Due to how it's programmed, because Mega Man is technically not a solid object, and you can jump out of a slide, while you are sliding, you can jump again. As far as if I recall right, this was not initially intended, but when when Parmesan figured out that it was it was something that could happen with the way that he did things, he kept it in and started building some challenges around it. Which, you know, I think that's a good way of dealing with that. Unexpectedly. I have no idea how you're supposed to do this challenge normally. So I'm cheesing it. I suppose you can open up the platform like that, but getting the timing down, what I think you're supposed to do is to air slide, then jump out of the air slide, turn back quickly, and then fire, but that's crazy. So, yeah. I took the easy path there. I kind of forgot what you were supposed to do there. But it doesn't matter, because that's the midpoint. And yeah, there's plenty of spots where you have to have the jump out of the air slide down pat. And then there's Yoku blocks that I forget are Yoku blocks. It's been a while, okay? Ah, that was not supposed to be a slide. Ooh. And you know I like air sliding. I liked the air sliding in Rockman 5 air sliding, and in Rockman 4 Burst Chaser times air sliding. I would totally be game to do one of those, to do a thing like that in one of my own stages. Heck, why not add double jump in there too? Because nothing makes a platformer better than a double jump. It reminds me, I have to play Rockman 5 Double Jumper, and that was not what I was expecting to happen. Okay, now we have an interesting section. We have a snake block. I'm already dead. So, let's see if there... Oh, okay. Well, all other mobility tools are dead, so I am dead as well. Thankfully, this is also a midpoint. Primer John did a good job with the checkpointing here. These spikes look scary, but the air sliding makes short work of them. I'm going to be careful here because there is something I don't want to miss. Yeah, that's what I don't want to miss there. But I did miss it. Ooh. Now the thing is that when you know how to do the air slide jump, it's pretty easy, but when you don't, it kind of makes things pretty nasty in places. Okay, let's see. Can I... Yes, I can. And let's go into the teleporter. Let's go into the teleporter. I'm not sure why that didn't work. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of this, because I don't know how to deal with it. So basically, I'm just going to be tanking all of the damage. Okay. And that is put me at the limit, so... Oh, Flash Stopper's disabled too. And that's the two noble nickels in the stage. And we're brought back here. I'm fairly sure there's a way to cheese this part. But I don't offhand know what the best technique for that would be. So, I'm just going to try and follow it down as intended. it's dangerous because there are definitely spots where if you are too slow, as I was saying, there are definitely spots where if you're too slow, you lose your ride forever. So, I'm just gonna try and be as cautious as I can be. And those hurt in this game, so I'm gonna have to watch out for that. Also, a rare use of the junk golems. Probably one of everyone's least favorite enemies from Mega Man 3. And with pretty good reason, I think. Why do I keep... Okay, but that snake stops down there. So if I'm not... What exactly am I supposed to do? So why is there an invisible platform there? I don't recall having this kind of trouble before. Whoa! Okay, I just landed on something. Something that did not otherwise exist. Okay, it didn't stop this time. And that's what you're supposed to do. And we get a free head for all our troubles. And Top Man is here. And he's a little bit modified. In that his tops are a little bit more prolific. And he moves faster too. Top Man! A guy you can usually make more difficult just by making him faster. Well, that kind of goes for a lot of bosses, really. But Top Man is, by going faster, a real piece of cake compared to his normal incarnate. Alright. Okay, I flipped that around in my head, just kind of forget I said anything. And let's read the comments. Way to spoil the gimmick on the title, wow! Pyro was a fan. I was a fan too. I probably would have rated this similar to Pyro, although maybe a little bit less due to a couple of the weird spots and iffy, couple of iffy things. But a good level, I think, and I like the concept. Droopy, on the other hand. Yeah, I'm not truly with Droopy. I think that... Oh, I think there was more that you could probably do with the air slide, but the stage essentially forced you to make use of it pretty reliably. So I didn't feel like it was that much of a waste. The fire block train things, though, yeah, I didn't feel like they went all that well. But that's just like, that's one thing out of many. I think Gary may have been a little bit misunderstanding the concept there. I think maybe a starry background would have been a little bit better, but I don't know if anything else would have had trouble with that, with blending in with that. But there's only so many backgrounds you can use with a stage that uses both vertical and horizontal scrolling at the same time. That gets things tricky. Well, look, Ace, I don't think they were the best constructed, but dying 100 times on those? I don't think I died once. Yeah, it wasn't the most graphically intensive level. But aesthetics was 5 points out of 50, so I think a number of people were like, yeah, let's try to work on the design instead. Believe it or not, I used to play some serious Galaga back in the day. How? Anyway, that's all for me for now. I'll let you ponder how Crashman can play Galaga without any hands on your own time. Until next time, this is Doc. I'll see you later.